Hey, what's up guys? So I'm done driving for the night, and I was originally planning on being up here when there was still daylight out, but obviously, as you guys can tell, it is extremely dark out. I am sitting at the consignee because of the load that I have to do tomorrow. I have to save my hours and be able to get that done. So I thought about doing something different today and showing you guys the products that I use and the process that I do to clean my truck, to get the dirt that kind of just embeds itself into the rubber mats that are in these trucks. And I'm going to show you guys what I do and the products that I use. Alright, so hold on and let me go get those. So what I like to start off with is this invisible glass stuff. It's a foaming type solution, so it makes cleaning the windows a lot easier than having to use Windex and having to worry about streaks and stuff. The next thing I like to use is the Meguiar's to clean from the top to the bottom. That way, by the time that I'm vacuuming and everything, all the stuff that has accumulated on the top has already fell down to the bottom. The next step that I do is I'll spray this, I don't even know what it is, it's like a degreaser almost, but it works really good on the floors. So I'll spray this down onto the floors, and then I'll scrub them with one of these scrubber things. And as you can tell, it's pretty dirty. The yard that we have, it's in a dirt lot, so a lot of dirt accumulates on the rubber mats. And then the next and final step that I like to do is I'll spray this on there. It's just this is just my personal preference with everything that's going on. It's an antibacterial kind of disinfectant type thing, and it seems to work good and it smells good. So I was going to show you guys the process of cleaning the windows, but that didn't really work out. The window wouldn't really show up on the camera. So I already did the windows. Now on to the next step, which would be doing from the top to the bottom, and they would be starting off from up there, like all along the top of the truck, and then just working my way down to the dash, steering wheel. I'll show you guys. It's not, you can't really tell on the camera right now, but it's kind of dusty. I haven't done it in a few weeks, and I'll show you guys how I do the vents and all that. Sorry, I'm a little out of breath from doing the windows. Then I realized how out of shape I was. And then finally I'll show you guys the vacuum that I use and everything, and show you guys how to take out like I said, the dirt that kind of just embeds itself into the floor. I don't know if you're actually going to be able to tell on the camera, but see, like right there where my shoe print is at, I'll show you guys how to take that out, because even if you try to do it by hand, it's like I said, it just kind of engraves itself. And I'll show you what I do and what works for me, and I'll show you the end result. Alright, so what I like to do when it comes down to cleaning with the Meguiar stuff is I'll grab a microfiber towel like this, fold it up into four squares, just like this, and instead of spraying the liquid itself onto like if I were spraying it up here on the cabinets, sorry, lost my train of thought, but if I were spraying it up here on the cabinets, I don't like how it comes out. I'd much rather just spray it into the towel like so, make sure the towel is nice and wet, and then just easily just pick it up like that, and then literally just start wiping the top. I have the matte finish one, that way it doesn't look greasy or oily or anything, but you can still tell that it's a clean surface. I'm not sure how well you guys are going to be able to see that, but just literally do this all over the truck, well, all over the dash stuff. I don't know if you would consider that vinyl. And then come back over here. It probably doesn't need it, but spray it some more. Plus, this stuff smells amazing. I spray a little bit extra when I start doing the dash, just because the dash, if I have an open window or anything like that, you guys aren't going to be able to see this, but if I have the window open or anything, it does pick up a lot of dust just from sitting in the yard and stuff. And then there's my phone where I could actually see what I'm recording, because the camera likes to shut off. But I'll just do that and then work my way down. do the sides right here. Just make it look pretty. I mean, I know that I'm the only one that's in this truck, but as long as it's like having a clean room. When you have a clean room, you sleep so much better, you feel so much better just knowing that it's clean, you know. And it gives people the impression that not all truck drivers are dirty. So I mean, that's just the process that I like to take. For the vents and stuff, what I like to do is I'll grab some Q-tips. Let me grab those. So here are the Q-tips. Like I said, I'll just grab a couple of them. I'll put them down like that, and then I'll spray the Meguiar's onto the tips of them. And I mean, you don't really have to go into that much detail. I'm just super anal when it comes down to cleaning. Then with the Q-tips, once again, you guys aren't really going to be able to tell, but like the tops of the buttons right here, just get inside the cracks like that. I haven't done these in a while, but you just get inside of the cracks. Like I said, it's just the little details that, as long as you know that they're there, people aren't really going to notice them, but it's something that you know it's there and it makes you feel good. At least it does to me. So once you do that, and see how dirty that was? That's just from the tops of the buttons. Then you just literally do the same thing, just run it down the vents, go inside, and just make sure that you're doing a good, or doing it, making it look a little bit better. Just like that. I mean, it's not gonna be perfect. It's not. There's actually little brushes that you could use, and even those little brushes, they don't work as great in my opinion. The little brushes would be more for like detailing the outside around the lug nuts and all that, but just like that, you do all these little spots, and it just really depends on personal preference. But as you can see, that's just from inside of the vents. You don't realize how much dirt and gunk those vents accumulate over time, but just upkeep, and the Q-tips really come in handy. So before I show you guys the scrubbing process, this is the vacuum that I like to use. I mean, it's just a cheap little vacuum from Love's or any truck stop. I forget the name or the maker of this one, and it's a wet dry vacuum. It's nothing out of the ordinary. It's just, you plug it into the 12 volt, just like if you were charging your phone. Not sure how much of this you guys are actually going to be able to see. I wish I would have done this during the daytime. That's what I get for procrastinating. But I'm not going to bore you guys with the vacuuming. You guys obviously know how to vacuum. Once this is vacuumed up, I will be back and I will show you how easy it is to scrub it all out. Alright, so now that everything is vacuumed up, we're ready to move on to the next step, which would be spraying the degreaser stuff right. It would help if you guys could see the label, right? This degreaser stuff, and it's an all-purpose cleaner. So I like to do it in sections, and I'll just spray it like so. So I'll start with like the passenger footwell, and then I'll grab my handy dandy scrubber and literally just scrub like that. I'll scrub in between the, I don't even know what you guys would call this, but scrub it like that, then move back over here. You can already see the difference from where it hasn't been scrubbed to where it has been scrubbed, and then I'll show you guys wipe it down and all that. But like I said, just do it in sections. You don't need too much of it. And this one actually smells like pink grapefruit, so it gives the truck a good, nice, decent smell, you know. And you just literally back and forth, and I'm working in the area where that shoe print was at, and just literally do this. Sorry, it's hard to do this holding the camera and making sure that you guys can see everything. Then I'll just grab one of my floor rags. I have microfiber towels, I have the ones that I use to clean the dash, the ones that I use for the window, and the ones that I use for the floor. I am just, I guess you could call it OCD about it. So the ones that I use for the floor, obviously I won't use them for the dash, and the ones that I use for the dash, obviously I won't use them for the windows because of the oil that's in the Meguiar stuff. It would just make the window look streaky. But anyways, back to this. So you just literally wipe it, just wipe it dry. And that's literally it. So let me go back to that angle where I was at, where you guys can see the shoe print. So the shoe print that was there, it's no longer there. And literally, I can't tell you price points for the stuff that I got because I'm not 100% sure. I think it's ranging from anywhere from like $2 for the brush to maybe $6 for the Meguiars. So all in all, stop being lazy. It's not that hard to clean your truck. And I've seen trucks out here where the dash is just full of fast food. They open up their doors, there's stuff falling out of the inside of their cab. It's just, there's no need to live like that. Me, like right now, it's like how the truck was, that bothers me. And it just goes a long way. You don't draw the attention from DOT. One thing that I learned when I was going through training is don't have anything on your dash. A clean truck means a clean driver, which means there's probably nothing to be found. So just a little piece of advice: make sure when you're going through the scale house and everything, you guys don't have a bunch of stuff on your dash. Just look presentable, make the truck look presentable. It's not that hard. So with that being said, I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I'll probably start coming up with ideas for tomorrow's video. I already have somewhat of an idea, but I'm gonna get a little bit more consistent with the uploads. I know that I say that every single time, and every single time I don't do anything, but I mean, I need to stop being lazy and stop procrastinating, and I need to do this. I feel like I have a bunch of helpful tips, and I'm sure that you guys have a bunch of tips that I don't know. I don't know everything, and I don't claim to know everything. So with that being said, I won't bore you guys with any more of this cleaning stuff. I know that this isn't the ideal video that you guys want to be watching, or that you guys are really going to be interested in. And so yeah, have a good night. Hope you like the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share the video.